Do you find yourself unable to fill your sketchbook pages, whether that's from stress of life's responsibilities like school or work, or maybe you're burnt out, or it could be the worst of them all, art block. How could a cube be so scary? Well, that's great. Well, not great because art block's not great, but great because I'm going to teach you how to get back into your sketchbook and start having some fun again with some traditional art. We will be accompanied with today's sponsor, the all-in-one sticker cutting image printing machine, the PIXCUT S1. Thank you, Liene, for sending this over to me, and with that, let's get straight into today's video. Okay, so as you can see right now, I am making my stickers for today's video, and I'm using the Liene PIXCUT sticker maker, and pretty much it prints the stickers and then it cuts them, so it pretty much does a lot of work for you. You don't need to adjust or anything, but as you can see, I have to cut out all the images that I use. I just went on Pinterest and went hunting for cute stuff, and I just cut it all out because I didn't feel like drawing, as that's kind of the premise of the video. You know, you're already drawing so much, so we're going to reduce the drawing stress, and just finding some images online was very easy, and I just decided to make some personal stickers for myself, so I think this is pretty safe. As you can see, I had to cut them out very precisely so that when I downloaded them into the app, it was a transparent background, and then a border is automatically automated on these stickers. I'm not sure if you can change that, but I don't really mind it. I think it adds to the drawing. In fact, a lot of the stickers that I manufacture myself, I actually add a border, and it's honestly a common thing for stickers. A lot of people add borders because sometimes in the sticker cutting machines, it's hard to get a crisp line to the actual image, and honestly it just looks cool. I don't know if I'm conditioned to think it looks cool just because all stickers have borders, but I personally like a sticker with a border. But as you can see, I went for various vibes when it comes to sticker sheet. The one you're seeing right now, I think I'd like to call it apple core, not apple core, but like apple core, and it's like a really like whimsical apple outside raindrop aesthetic, like, you know, with the caterpillars and the buttons and stuff. I thought it was very cute. The next theme I went to go for was just random characters and items. It had a little bit of a theme. It's kind of wee Lego-esque, and then I had a little bit of space on the side, so I just made some clovers and filled it in. The second sticker sheet is probably my favorite of all the ones I created today, and that is like a ceramic theme. And for the little spots that needed to get filled in, I used those like old granny candies, and I think it turned out so good. And here are all the stickers and the aesthetics that they made. Now, last minute, I realized that I could make these stickers that I've been wanting for a long time. It's like the employee stickers. They say, hello, my name is, and I've been wanting to get them so bad since I see a bunch of artists using them. So that is exactly what I did. Now that all the stickers are done, it's time to get into the actual sketchbook. So what do you draw, and you know, how do you get started? So actually with this video, it's honestly perfect because I haven't drawn in about a week while filming this video, so I kind of was coming in a little rusty. So I chose a random thing. As you saw, I showed it already for my inspiration, and I drew that as my warm-up sketch. And as you can see, it's very wobbly, and it got my hands loose and warmed up to then try a portrait. I always like to do just a random inanimate object, or even like a doodle, as you can see in the top left, to warm me up, so I'm not just going straight into a portrait or anatomy piece, or even just like something like a vase or something. Just something very easy that it doesn't need to look pretty or convey any true emotion other than just it is what it is. and I think that's a good way to warm up your wrist to start doing a portrait. And this is the first portrait I did in like 7 days. It turned out pretty good. I think it's only because I warmed up my wrist, and I did it with pencils so I wouldn't have to worry about my paint marker fundamentals, because you know, a big thing that I like to do in my sketchbook is paint with paint markers. Now, I personally think just doing headshots in your sketchbook is very, like, intentionally a good way to practice and further your art skills, and they're honestly very easy, so I definitely recommend trying to just do portraits. As you can see, they're nothing crazy, but they fill the page up and they get my artist brain working. A lot of times people get stuck in trying to create these masterpieces, and with time you can get there, and with time I'm trying to get there as well. But as someone coming back into art after being on a week hiatus, I want to do something different, and not different, but something easy, and doing some portraits along with a doodle was the best thing I could do. Now, for this portrait, as you can tell, it looks nothing like the reference that I showed prior, and that's just because I like the pose and I like the short hair. That was pretty much all I took from this image. Sometimes I replicate my images I use, or sometimes I just go willy-nilly. This time I went willy-nilly. As you can see, it's a completely different character. I just used the face just to look at it for anatomy purposes and just placement purposes. And as you can see, I went for something a little bit out of my comfort zone. As you can see, she has gray hair, she has a gray eye. I don't know if it's supposed to be blind. And I also did this blood thing that I see a lot of artists do, where it's like the blood is like smeared across the face instead of just dripping down, maybe because of some type of fast movement or maybe a wind or something. But as you can see, that portrait turned out really cute, and it's honestly probably one of my favorite drawings that I've done in a while. Obviously I haven't drawn in 7 days, so that seems like a while to me. But now I'm doing some teeth. I drew teeth in my sketchbook in the past and people absolutely ate it up, so I thought for this tutorial another thing that I could recommend to draw is some teeth, just to, you know, warm up, because I never draw teeth. I swear every single one of my drawings has a deadpan facial expression, which is something I also need to work on. But with time I'll get there, and hopefully watching my videos we can get there together, because facial expressions are something that I avoid and I don't want to, because it's something that I think I need to learn and stop avoiding. But the last thing that I like to add to my sketchbook pages to really wrap it up and make it look like it's been like hard working sketchbook page is an anatomy piece. Now for this piece I did a very simple style. I didn't over render or pay too close attention to detail. I actually changed it up a little bit because I thought a blue skirt would suit the like contrast, and like it would just look better in my opinion, so that's why I changed that. But I think adding a little body or a pose to your sketchbook always makes it look so much better, and that's kind of the rule I like to follow, is an anatomy piece, a portrait, and a doodle, and then whatever else wants to be on the page can be on the page, like food or something. But if you have those 3 things, you'll feel complete. With these cool stickers that we printed today, I made sure to print them more on the smaller side so we can fit them into spaces like this, and then some larger ones that we can fit into the bigger spaces, so we don't have to cluster up too many of the small stickers that we printed earlier. I'm really excited because these are stickers. I made sure that I picked designs that I've never have in my collection or never seen online or anywhere. So I made sure to print these. I'm really excited for these because I never have them in my collection, but I always see a lot of artists, popular and small, use these stickers all the time. So I really wanted to join a club and use them. So let's get into the stickers. As you could tell, when I usually do my sticker placement, I also speed it up, but for today we're going to do it in real time because I think it'll be funner that way. And I'm also doing real-time voice. I usually do voiceover. I think this is also better. If you couldn't tell, hopefully you can hear in both ears. For the people who've been around for a long time, you know that usually around here, if I speak in real time, you can only hear it in your left ear. But for today, hopefully I got a new mic, so hopefully you can hear it in both ears. Guys, let me know how the mic is. So I want to start off with my bigger stickers because those are the ones I truly want to make sure they fit in. As you can see, I did postcard, I did a mini sketchbook, which is funny, an empty sketchbook. I did 2 hellos, I am, and a caution. I definitely want to use the black hello I am, and I really want to get the sketchbook in here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do so. I like a lot of these stickers, so it's going to be very hard to decide what I'm going to use and what I'm not going to use, since it was fully customizable. So that means I'm 100% in love with every single one of these stickers. Because you know, some sticker packs, you got stickers that you don't really like, but I like every single last one of these stickers. I think we can get the sketchbook in here. The postcard, I think I'm going to save that for a different sketch page. I think we can get the sketchbook to fit right here. Guys, if you're looking at my hand like, oh my gosh, what has happened to Justice's hand? Or I had carpal tunnel. I honestly don't know. I just lied. Went to the doctor. They put this on me, told me to rest, but I gotta get this work done. You know, I'm not about to just leave just because of a little injury because I'm not. Don't worry if you're like, what the freak is on your arm? I'm putting it on my arm now because I'm not drawing, and I can't really draw that well with this on, but since I'm placing stickers, I'm keeping it on. But I'm fully recovered for the most part, I would like to believe, so don't worry about me, y'all. I'm a-okay. Oh my gosh, these cat stickers are so cute. Why don't they make waving cat stickers? And I like that they're realistic. Guys, should I make a waving cat lucky sticker sheet? Okay. okay. I definitely want to use this giant caterpillar sticker. I used the entire image when I printed this one out because I thought it was worth it. I am gonna end up, I don't know. I am gonna have to end up covering up something down here. You know what? It is what it is. The boots were ugly anyways. Yeah, I think that works. Period. I think this color pillar right here will look very nice up here in this jumbly mess. So pretty. I love color pillars. Not all of them, only these 2 types. The other ones are kind of creepy, kind of ugly. Strawberry ceramic. Very cute. And I'm going to put it right here. Okay, this is a little cat. So cute. Okay, I'm really spamming these, so let me put these down for a second. I think this one right here, I like the pine cone. I like the apple, of course, and I like this. I don't think Domo will fit on this page. I'm not sure. Use a spool thread because that is just so cute. Here's the apple. Very cute. So, which Smitsky should I do? Let's do the art Smitsky because we are artists over here. He fits in so good right there. Yep. What could go right here? I really want to use one of these Lego characters. Oh, I know what I can use these for. I'm actually going to save these. I'll save these. I'm not going to use the Legos. I'll save them, but since I already peeled this one up, I feel like I have to paste him in this video. Let's do the one doing a little coffee drink. Put him right there.
Should I do a signature or what? Guess I will. I literally never signature like that. I don't know what came over me. I'm complete this page and it's filled up. And yes, I hope you filled up your page too. Let's get a close-up B-roll of this delicious sketch page.
If you liked today's video, make sure you let me know by commenting 3 consecutive apples and doing a backflip on the like button. And that's all. Hope you had a good today, a good yesterday, and a good tomorrow. Bye bye.